Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a vegan red velvet cupcake. So I have my tray with my 12 cupcake liners. And as for the ingredients, we have 1 cup of almond milk. We're going to need 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Then we're going to do the 1 cup of sugar. This is your 1 1/4 cup of flour. In this bowl we have half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt. In this one we have 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And here we have the 2 tablespoons of red food coloring. And then we're going to be using 1/3 cup of canola oil, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And in this little section here, this is going to be afterwards when we're decorating. So I have my icing sugar for the icing that we're going to make. And I also have the vegan butter. Very expensive, by the way, but it's okay. And then for decorating, we have cookie crumbs and then crystallized red sugar. So for the first step, we're going to take our larger mixing bowl and we're going to add in the 1 cup of almond milk. We're going to pour that in. And then we're going to take our 1 teaspoon of distilled vinegar. We're going to add that in and then whisk that together. I'm going to whisk that together. And as you see, the bubbles are forming, so that means it's starting to curdle. So once that's mixed in, we're just going to set it aside while we do the dry ingredients. So for the dry ingredients, we're going to pour in our 1 cup of sugar. And then we're going to put in our 1 cup of flour. Our 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And our half a teaspoon of baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Once all the dry ingredients are put in the bowl, we're just going to mix it all together. So while our dry ingredients are all combined together and we wait for the almond milk and vinegar to curdle, I'm just going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees on bake. And let that heat up. Once this is done, we are going to come back to our almond milk and vinegar mixture. We're going to add in the 1/3 cup of canola oil. And we're just going to whisk that up together as well. And then we're going to add in our half a teaspoon of vanilla. That and make sure everything is combined together. Now that all the other wet ingredients are combined, I'm going to add in the 2 tablespoons of red food coloring. And just whisk that in. So now that the wet ingredients are all combined, we're going to add the dry ingredients to the wet mixture as well. You stir it in. Now that everything is combined, I'm going to transfer it into the cupcake tins and just fill them 3/4 of the way. Cupcake liners are all filled, so I'm going to put it into the oven now. And we're going to bake it for 18 to 20 minutes. Now that the cupcakes are done and out of the oven, I'm just going to set them aside and let them cool for a bit. While I do that, I'm going to make the buttercream frosting. So I have my Earth Blend vegan butter. So I usually put half a cup of the butter and then a cup of sugar and just keep adding as I go while tasting it to make sure that it tastes good. And I'm also going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to do half a cup of butter and just put that into my bowl right here. Icing sugar. So I usually just pour it in a little at a time and mix and keep going until everything is combined. I'm gonna add a little bit more just because I still taste the butter. So I'm gonna add about, half a cup or a little bit more. And just keep mixing that in. So I finally got it to taste the way I like it. Now I'm just gonna add half a teaspoon of vanilla, just to add a little vanilla-y taste. And then I'm going to mix that in. I'm going to transfer the frosting to my piping bag, and then I'm gonna decorate the cupcakes. Now that the cupcakes are all cooled, I have my frosting ready. I'm going to put it in the piping bag and decorate it. So, spoon it in. Now that I have my frosting in the piping bag, I'm just going to pipe it. Now that all the cupcakes are frosted, I'm just going to add some cookie crumbs to 6 of them and then the red crystallized sugar to the other 6. So I usually just take a little pinch and just lightly sprinkle it up. And voila, your red velvet vegan cupcakes with a vegan buttercream frosting. Now, before I dig in, just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If there's any baking videos that you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments down below, and I will definitely check them out.